Y'all know how it goes. As loud as you can, as loud as you can go. I know some of y'all have heard that before. Anyway, our bodies, our genders, our choices, our future. Thank y'all. And thank you for making this vision possible today.
Keep making some noise for your amazing organizers. Now, y'all, you know that this voice of God is a Black trans woman, so prepare yourselves. We would be remiss without starting off this march without acknowledging some of the leadership that helped to make this possible. So let's welcome to the stage Frankie Sebron and Lauren Adriana of Harriet's Wildest Dreams. Harriet's Wildest Dreams is an incredible abolitionist organization centering Black lives and liberation in the DMV. Make some noise!
Gender liberation for the land. We must fight, protect, and defend. Hold the line, hold the line. Hold the line, hold the line. Gender liberation for the land. We must fight, protect, and defend. Hold the line, hold the line. Hold the line, hold the line. Gender liberation for the land. We must fight, protect, and defend. Hold the line, hold the line. Hold the line, hold the line. Hey y'all, my name is Frankie Sebron, and welcome to Washington, D.C. Make some noise! I'm here to welcome you as a third-generation Washingtonian, y'all, as a Black woman, as a person who deserves bodily autonomy, as someone who chose to have an abortion. My choice. And it's not remiss on me that so many folks around this country do not have that choice, y'all. Shame. And so we are here. We are queer. And we are here because we believe in gender liberation for all folks, for people, for trans women. We are here because we have to heed the call. We got to heed the call for freedom, y'all. Gender liberation for all of us. Gender liberation for the land, and we must hold the line. And in holding that line, I want to tell y'all about things that are happening right here in Washington, D.C. Harriet's Wildest Dreams is an abolitionist grassroots organization that is fighting for all Black lives. All Black lives. The queer lives, the disabled lives, the trans lives, the immigrant lives, all Black lives, y'all. We fight for it all. And the carceral state doesn't want us to survive. The carceral state will rather see us dead in the streets. And so I'd be also remiss if I didn't lift up the name of Justin Robinson. Say his name, Justin Robinson. On September 1st, he was asleep in his car, unable to wake up, and was met with police violence. And he did not survive that encounter, y'all. Shame. Justin Robinson was killed by the state, was killed by MPD, and we say no more. We say no more. It's our duty to fight for freedom, y'all, and it is our duty to win. And that must include all marginalized folks. It has to include Justin Robinson. It has to include everybody who is pushed to the margins. And so thank y'all today for being out here to heed the call. Follow Harriet's Dreams. Take out your phones at Harriet's Dreams on Instagram and get plugged into what's happening here locally. We appreciate y'all and welcome y'all to our city. Get popped in.
All right, hey y'all. My name is Lauren Adriana, and I'm the Black Queer Feminist Lens organizer for Harriet's Wildest Dreams. It is such an honor to stand before you today as we march for gender liberation, for the rights, dignity, and futures of queer and trans people everywhere. In a world that goes out of the way to deny our existence, our bodies, and our truths, it's imperative that we lean into one another. We have to build community, hold each other close, and refuse to let the powers that be tear us apart. We'll always be stronger together. In spaces of love, trust, and shared experience, we find the courage to be who we truly are. Whether you're queer, trans, non-binary, a woman of cis or trans experience, we need each other to survive the hatred, ignorance, and violence that they try to use to silence us. Our bodies are our homes, but too often systems of oppression, laws, and those in power seek to control what we do with our bodies. Queer and trans people, specifically Black, Brown, and Indigenous trans people, have faced the brunt of this violence, whether through harmful legislation, medical discrimination, or simply daring to exist. Bodily autonomy means more than just having control over our gender expressions and identities. It's about the freedom to live on our own terms, to decide who we are, and it means reclaiming our narratives from those who wish to write them for us. It's the power to say, my body, my life, my choice. My body, my life, my choice. My body, my life, my choice. When they come for one of us, when they try to strip away, we must remember all bound together. We have to protect each other because no one else will. When we uplift most marginalized amongst us, we uplift us all. We owe it to our trans siblings, and specifically to queer and trans youth. For every person who has felt unsafe in their skin, to be the voice that says you're valid, you're loved, and no one can take that from you. Today, but for every person who couldn't be here, for every person who fought before us, and for every generation that will hopefully walk in a world more free because we refuse to give up. Please remember, our liberation is directly tied to one another. Organize your communities and tap into local grassroots organizations like Smile and Harriet's Wildest Dreams. When we build and protect our communities, when we defend our right to bodily autonomy, we're paving the way for a world where all of us can truly thrive. Thanks, y'all. Let's continue to fight for each other, and let's continue to fight for gender liberation for everyone. Thank you so much. Who keep us safe? Who keep us safe? Who keep us safe? Thank you so much, y'all.
Next, hello everyone. You having a good time? The voice of God is also a trans non-binary zaddy from Harlem. So let's make it work. Next, we have another local DC organizer from Smile, Nolan James, writer and advocate and youth leader with Smile, which stands for Supporting and Mentoring Youth Advocates and Leaders. So please make some noise for Nolan James.
Ever since I was young, I knew that there was something different about me. It was something inherent, something that everyone else knew that I did not. I didn't have the words to explain, to say that I was transgender, but words or not, kids are capable of cruelty. They saw someone different to themselves and didn't bother to figure out who I was, why I was different, what they could do to help. They instead threw me out of their group, othered me, and ensured that whatever I was the freak show at their circus. These people we are fighting against, all are just those kids all grown up. Because while some of them grow up and find their compassion, some just get more rooted in their ideas until it may seem impossible to change them. But these roots are rotten, and enough people with enough strength can force these roots out. open people's eyes. We can show them that we're unstoppable. We can show them our freedom is pure joy. We can show them that we deserve human rights just the same as everybody else. And it won't be easy. I know, because I dealt with those kids for years, and not one of them changed their views. Not one of them apologized. And maybe I was playing their fool, their weirdo, and their freak. Maybe I was foolish to think that they would be kind. But how much more foolish are they to think that they can stop us and stop the changing tide? Our bodies, our genders, and our choice.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Joel Erickson, and I am here.
Security.
Sir, has
All right. All right. Who keeps us safe? Who keeps us safe? Go, Queenie. Let me hear it again. We keep us safe. Thank you so much, y'all. How we feeling?
Baby. Baby.
That's right. Are y'all liking the speakers so far? Word.
This entire experience so far has already got me in my emotions. And on top of it, I love the collective response to the foolishness.
That's right. The way that y'all just pounced on stage, we are protected.
Exactly.
We all we got.
Now, I am beyond excited for this next performer that we have coming up. She is one of the first drag performers I ever saw ever.
Oh, y'all not ready for this.
Baby, coming to the stage is one of the most talented, one of the most deeply rooted, and one of the most beautiful people you will ever meet.
Yes, and I'm very proud to say that this person, and call this person my friend, and to have seen her evolve over the years into the beautiful performer and singer that she is now. I love you so much. So please give it up for the beautiful Peppermint.
Hello, community, family, us. This feels so good, and I just want to say thank you. I want to express gratitude for everyone who is here in this moment right now. I want to express gratitude for everyone that each of you has brought with you, even if they're not physically here in this moment. I want to express gratitude for every single person that has said anything, done anything to contribute to the energy that brings us here in this moment, whether they know it or not. And I'm just so grateful that we are able to bring a message of the most important message, deliver the message of the right and the importance of body autonomy to literally the intersectional. The intersection right here in Washington, D.C., right on the footsteps of the Heritage Foundation. I'll never say that name again. And to show that our issues, our lives are intertwined in so many ways, not just strategically, but also emotionally and communally. And I'm filled with so much emotion right now. Sometimes it's fear, seeing the attacks on our community, seeing the attacks on our rights. And I can see so clearly, as I'm sure so many of you can, that an attack on trans rights and trans healthcare in Tennessee, like that's happening right now, the fight that we're about to bring to the Supreme Court when they hear our argument, that those attacks and defending those individuals in Tennessee. I don't live in Tennessee, but I know that their safety is paramount to the safety that I enjoy as someone who lives in New York City. And I know that there's folks who live in New York City who finally understand that the importance of protecting those trans individuals' rights is the exact same protection that is going to be necessary to protect everyone's bodily autonomy and everyone's reproductive justice, not only in Tennessee, but across the country. And I'm just so grateful that we're here. We're starting in this moment. For so many years, we've been able to see other people sitting in this city, in this town, making decisions about our bodies and our healthcare, and whether we can join sports clubs, and whether we can have healthcare and everything else. And now we are finally answering the call in a much larger way. And I'm just so grateful. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the lack of opportunity that so many people in our community have had and had to deal with and persevered in many instances, just in spite of. And it really brings to it reminds me of a song that I wrote a few years ago that was basically the answer to the question of like what song would I want the younger version of myself to hear. Jay, can you please can anyone bring me a bottle of water? Oh my God, the sun is definitely sunning right now. I'll take water. I think there's some. I'm so sorry. I should have came up with some water. I'm gonna keep it. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna get one backstage. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm not a diva. I'm like parched, y'all. Parched. And I want to sing. I don't want to scrape my voice across the. Okay, you can throw it. Let's see if I can catch it. Maybe not. Thank you, Ellie, all my love. Okay, I'm gonna sing this song for you. It was the answer to the question of what would I want a younger version of myself to sing. That's what I think of Project 2025. It's called A Girl Like Me. Get it. A girl like me can light up any party and hold a crowd in her hand. A girl like me turn heads on the runway and travel all distance. A girl like me knows how to make her money. She's just as smart as she is cute. She's strong and does it from nobody. A girl like me knows how to live her truth. A girl like me can dream, but sometimes that's all that she can do. To belong, to be loved in the arms of someone. That's all I wanna be. I just need to be heard, to be seen. Do you know what I mean? Would it hurt to try and see if you could love a girl like me? A girl like me isn't always seen as equal. Sometimes not one at all. A girl like me can't give a man a baby. And when trouble comes, she's first to take the fall. Oh, and girls like me are scared and angry, but we always find a way to smile. To belong, to be loved in the arms of someone. That's all I wanna be. I just need to be heard, to be seen. Do you know what I mean? Would it hurt to try and see if you could love a girl like me, the girl who's fighting for her life, the girl who can't go home at night, the girl who tries for good but ends up so misunderstood, the girl who needs a love to call her own. To belong, to be loved in the arms of someone. That's all I wanna be. I just need to be heard, to be seen. Do you know what I mean? Would it hurt to try and see if you could love a girl like me? Thank you.
Keep it going. You just witnessed Black trans excellence on this stage. Now, are you ready for another speaker? Oh, I think y'all can do better than that. Are y'all ready for another speaker? Now it is time to give it up for We Testify, an organization that is dedicated to expanding the leadership and representation of people who have access to abortions. Now coming to the stage is an abortion activist and a writer and serves as its founder and co-executive director, Renee Bracy Sherman. Make some noise. And we will also be bringing out Nick Lloyd, who serves as a national abortion storyteller for We Testify. So put your hands together.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. My name is Renee Bracy Sherman, and I had an abortion, and if you had an abortion too, make some noise! To all of you who've had abortions, here, online, across this country, know that I see you. I hear you, and I love you. Your stories deserve to be heard here, today, now, and in the future. I am guided by reproductive justice, the liberatory vision that we all have the ability to decide not only if, when, and how to grow our families, but also to live in safe and sustainable communities and to be able to explore our gender identities, sexualities, feel our sensualities with nothing but joy and freedom. But we can't get there, y'all, until we make abolition the goal. Police must cease to exist. Borders must cease to exist. Wars and genocide cannot continue in Palestine, Congo, Sudan, on our own borders or in our own communities. Because how the fuck are you going to say you're pro-choice while you pro-police? Who do you think they are sending to criminalize us? Put it together, y'all. We have to liberate abortion with abolition, with censoring Black lives, and with freeing Palestine. We cannot liberate ourselves as we harm other bodies. We deserve to hear their stories. We deserve reproductive justice all around the world. Our abortion stories and our trans stories are intertwined. We cannot liberate abortion without trans justice. And so I'm so excited that you will hear four Testify abortion storytellers today, including my dear friend Nick. Please listen for Nick.
My name is Nick. I'm queer, I'm trans, and I had an abortion. When I became pregnant in 2017, I felt terrified, alone, and completely dysphoric. I didn't know any other trans people who had had an abortion. I couldn't tell anyone in my biological family that I was having an abortion. The trans women in my community were my family during the whole process. They comforted me when I cried and played games with me to distract me. They put aside any weird feelings that my pregnancy might have brought up for them to support me. It's an act of true solidarity that I will always appreciate, and it is a model for how I want to show up in our community. In honor of the trans women who cared for me during my abortion, I want to talk about what radical solidarity can look like in our communities. We need to support and protect each other because we can't.
Done using pills, also known as medication abortion. A medication abortion can be safely administered at home until the 13th week of pregnancy. At Aid Access, we provide medication abortion by mail to DC, all 50 states, and US territories. Woo! In 2023 alone, we helped over 85,000 people obtain safe, provider-supported medication abortions. We employ a sliding fee scale to ensure accessibility and even allow people to order abortion pills in advance, just in case they need them in the future. The privacy afforded by abortion by mail is especially important for people with diverse gender identities. Now, I would like to introduce you to the real star of the day, the Aid Access robot. Now, the Aid Access robot has been making its rounds at the Supreme Court for the case in April against the medication abortion pill mifepristone and around other events. The idea is that this robot can dispense mifepristone, one of the pills used in medication abortion, to an activist like me who will take it to show two things. One, just how safe medication abortion is, and to highlight the arbitrary nature of these abortion restrictions. And if you're wondering what it tastes like freedom. Now, if lawmakers continue on their current trajectory, we will mourn, but we will also mobilize. Regardless of this or any future decision, the team at Aid Access will be there. Whether it is by mail or by robot, we will continue to champion reproductive justice for people of every identity, gender, location, and circumstance. Now, without further ado, let's witness the Aid Access robot in action. All right. Tastes like freedom. Thank you so much, and check us out at aidaccess.org. We are here for you. Thank you.
Make some noise for Aid Access. Because abortion is what? A right. Am I correct? Now, we are going to have another speaker to the stage for you, and they will be speaking on behalf of the women's part. Put your hands together for Rachel Carona. Rachel is the executive director of the Women's March and Women's March Network, pivotal organizations for mobilizing women. Make some noise for Rachel!
It's so windy up here. Our bodies, our freedom, our bodies, our bodies, our bodies. Yay! I'm in front of a lot of crowds, but not all of them are this fierce. What? So thank you so much for having me today, and take a look around. Thank you for showing up for each other. It's hot. Not everyone could make it. Some of you got on buses to make it, and it's really important because, listen, the cavalry is not coming. The people who we are going to count on to make the change that we need in this country are right here, right now, in this group. So give yourself a round of applause. And I know it's a little ironic when I say this, but change does not come from behind the back of a podium. Change comes from the work that all of you are doing every day in your communities, whether it's talking to your people, stuffing envelopes, marching, walking, everything. Everything that we can do, it's going to take every single one of us to do everything we can everywhere we are, not just in DC, but in our communities all across the country. So again, shout out. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I have a different kind of speech than usual. I'm usually like a rah-rah girly. But I had like writer's block. I don't know what it was, but I decided, fuck it, we ball, and I'm just gonna write about what's on my spirit. So today I'm gonna talk about Urvashi Vad. And I don't know if everyone here knows Urvashi.
But when I think about marches for gender justice in DC, I can't help but to think about her. She organized the huge 1993 March on Washington for lesbian, gay, bi, equal rights, liberation. And liberation is the important part because that's what we're going to be talking about today. Irv died way too soon in 2022 by cancer, and hashtag fuck cancer. Fuck can't. One more time. And the other thing about gender justice is that when we achieve gender justice, which we will, then trans people, queer people, and women will get the health care that we deserve so that we don't have undiagnosed, untreated medical issues. So if Irv were still with us, I do know that she would be here today. Shout out to all of you all who are carrying on her legacy. She was among the first to argue that LGBT folks needed liberation, which meant transforming the mainstream so we could thrive, and not to change ourselves so that we could fit into alignment of what people thought that we should be. And when Women's March first started as a march, a day, you know, everyone always says, was it a movement or a moment? When it was a moment, before we were a movement, many of the marchers who were new to the movement were new to feminism, and they asked why an organization like ours would be involved in trans advocacy. Some even lost their way and became TERFs. That deserves a second boo. Come on, can you hit it again? And the feminist movement has always had people who don't believe that trans rights or queer rights should be in our agenda. When you think about the 70s and the argument about the ERA, about whether lesbian issues are women's issues, or in the 90s, you know, with the AIDS crisis and ACT UP's amazing advocacy. Shout out to ACT UP. We at the Women's March believe that gender justice is an integral part of the American promise of freedom and necessarily includes queer and trans people. And not only that, we believe that queer and trans people have been the forefront of progressive victories throughout American history. So we don't just have a place, we be leading the shit. So shout out to all those leaders on whose shoulders we stand, like Irvishi, like Bayard Rustin, like Sylvia Rivera, like Marsha P. Johnson, like the indomitable Miss Major, who you will all be hearing from later today, Audre Lorde, and my mentor, Barbara Smith, without whose leadership and work authoring the Combahee River Collective Statement, the feminist movement as we know it today would not exist. Shout out. There are many others, but you know they're about to snatch me off the stage because I'm already going to go over. So let me stop and keep it pushing. As an organizer, I'm aware that we're living in dangerous times, but those times do have a silver lining. We have an influx of people to our movement in the last 8 years, unlike anything that I've ever seen. And a lot of these people wrestle with the issues of gender liberation. And they wonder if gender liberation is something that we should pursue, or if it's like, no, let's be more realistic. Let's set our sights a little lower. And is gender liberation something that we can actually achieve is a question that people in the movement ask. It's a valid question with 3 very clear answers. Those answers are yes, yes, keep doing the difficult and unsung work of building the largest and most durable feminist movement in this country. Y'all want to get involved? Womensmarch.com. We're about to turn up in November. Text us, call us. We're very easy to find. And otherwise, I'll see you in the streets.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Give it a round of applause for Rachel. Yes. Are y'all ready to march? That's great. We have one more speaker. Give it. Our next speaker is the first openly trans athlete to compete on the NCAA Division I men's team. And he is a speaker and author and advocate for trans inclusion, radical body acceptance, and mental health awareness. Please welcome my friend, Skyler B. Give it a round of applause.
I'm so excited to be here, y'all. I'm literally shaking. I'm so excited. As I was looking around, I was so excited to come up onto stage to be able to see you all, actually, because it's such a privilege to be able to witness you all, because this is this country, right? You all are America, and we don't often get to see trans people, people of color, marginalized groups such as ourselves in mass, and here we are. Right? Look around you and see who is here, right? Really look at your neighbor and see them, witness them. You all are here together, and this is so powerful. As you're looking around, I also want you to think about who is not here, right? Who are the people that we have lost, who couldn't show up here, the folks who can't come, right? Taken intentionally from us, right? Who is not here? Because these are the people that we are fighting for, because it's not just for ourselves, it's for all of us. I wore the shirt that I'm wearing and the keffiyeh together today on purpose. My shirt says, trans athletes belong in sport. And I'm wearing it with the keffiyeh because our liberation is collective. Bodily autonomy, the right to self-determination, the right to be ourselves and to find how we thrive, not just survive, but thrive. That right is all of ours, right? Whether you're in Palestine, Congo, Sudan, Ethiopia, or right here, our right is to our own bodies, to our futures, to our choices. I am a proud mixed race, Korean American, queer, transgender man and athlete. Yes, it's a lot of hyphens. I have spent my life in between. Never Korean enough, never white enough, never athlete, never student enough, never woman or man enough, never enough. And I'm sure you felt that way at some point in your life too, because that experience, unfortunately, is human. To feel not enough because our society creates an image of who we're supposed to be that none of us can fit. And so what we're doing here today is to remind us that we all do fit ourselves. Not what they want, not what they imagine for who we're supposed to be, but that we fit ourselves in some way, shape, or form. That alignment with who we are, to me, that's the core of my humanity, is how can I be myself, and then how can I connect with others as well. As you all go out and march today, I want you to remember who you're marching for, right? This is us, and this also is not us. We are missing so many people, and we are fighting for all those people that cannot be here. Never forget that all of our liberation, Black liberation, Asian liberation, trans liberation, Indigenous liberation, land back, all of these things, Palestinian liberation, these are all integrated. We cannot ever forget any single part of this, because when we do, we leave part of our own humanity behind as well as other people. Okay, we dehumanize ourselves when we dehumanize others. I think there's so much critical connectedness we have to find. And so that's why I said, look around. Look at the people around you. These are your people. All right, these are the people we are going to fight with and keep fighting with, because no matter what happens on election day or beyond that, we have to fight together. Right? It doesn't matter in terms of who comes into office. We still have to fight together. And that's what's been giving me hope, because look at you all. Look at us, right? Our bodies, our futures, our freedoms. We are here to take that for ourselves. Liberation is collective. I'll see you in the streets.
Thank you so much, Skyler. Give him one more round of applause.
Now, organizing and running this amazing, amazing collective community moment is not cheap. Am I right?
At all.
Now, you will see a QR code come up on this screen. Now, this is a
To
beautiful...
our right. My bad.
Oh, no, you nailed that. Come on, stage
To
management.
our right. Code.
Yes. So donate whatever you can. Also, feel free to take a picture of it and send it to people you know. And be like, this is an organization that you all need to be pouring your money into.
That's right. We would also like to honor one of our transcestors. Oh, no, don't walk away, my love. You have on a Cecilia shirt. Come back this way. If you don't mind being in front of the stage. So you come over this way and turn around for everybody to see your shirt.
Come on up. Oh, yes.
Cecilia! I want everybody to chant with us. Cecilia forever! Cecilia forever! Cecilia forever! May she forever rest in power.
Forever.
She has touched so many lives here, including mine, Junior Mint, I know Queenie, and Raquel, who will be making it up to this stage. Now, welcome back, Raquel Willis, y'all. Look at the icon.
All right, give it up for our MCs. So they are going to be back when we get back. Are y'all ready to march? I know some of y'all like antsy. Y'all like, I'm ready to get out there, ready to get out there. So, like I said before, we are going to be marching to the Supreme Court. We are going to be marching outside of the Heritage Foundation. And then we're going to get situated for some more speakers and performers after that. And then our fabulous festival. So I want folks to listen carefully, right? Because we who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
All right. So that means I need y'all to make sure at all times y'all know where our chant leaders are. And so y'all are going to make y'all's way over to where our fabulous folks in these sexy yellow vests are. But our chant leaders are the phenomenal Queen Jean and the DC icons Harriet's Wildest Dreams. So they are going to be commanding attention and keeping us safe. So make sure you know your surroundings at all points. Make sure you got a little buddy. If you're here alone, find somebody, you know, because we keep each other safe. And with that, let's march.
Please continue to your right, my left side of the stage. To your right, my left, to your right. We can do it. Everyone get a shout out to Queen Amor. I see you, girl. You ready to party? All right. This is not just a party. This is not just a podcast, it's a party. We are queer, we are here. We are here to have a good time and scream and yell and fight for our rights. Let's go. Yes, all the queers have got it together. I know y'all paid y'all taxes on time.
Rising in my heart like a choir. I can hear them singing my favorite song. The one I played while I was laying in your arms.
Queenie.
Okay. Hello, is it on? Is it on? Thank you. If you're queer and you know it, clap your hands. If you're queer and you know it, clap your hands. If you're trans and you know it, clap your hands. If you're trans and you know it, clap your hands. If you're trans and you know it, and we're about to fuck the studio. If you're trans, then you know it. Clap your hands. What's going on, everybody? When I say trans, you say freedom. Trans, 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 trans. When I say gender, you say liberation. Gender, 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 gender. We are stronger together. We are the future. We are the people. We are the wildest dreams of our ancestors. And today, we will show America that trans, queer, BIPOC, indigenous community, we will never be silent. Baby, that sounded like 60%. Let me get up in here. I said, oh, excuse me, beloved. How y'all do? Y'all look nice. We will let America know. We will let these candidates know. We will let these organizations know their performances are not enough. It does not suffice. Our liberation is dependent on our bodies, our choice, our movement, our freedom. Hello? So today, when we take out to the streets, we need to let everybody know. We need to wake up DC. Baby, they've been so calm, DNC, RNC, child, none of that matters because they have compromised and they will jeopardize our own people, our own children, our own families. Trans family! Okay, yeah, okay, well, we have to move out here. Okay. All right, well, we're gonna move to the streets. Oh, yes, oh, you already know. All right, it's no shade. Can we open it up, please? Down the road. I'm the trans Moses. Open it up, baby. Yes. You are our Black trans siblings to the front. Open it up.